Welcome to this edition of Boxed In. It's Little Brown Jug Week at the Delaware County Fair. A Triple Crown on the line. Can Stay Hungry win the Triple Crown this week? We'll see tomorrow. We do have two big races already in the books for the week, the Jugette and the Bucket from Delaware County Fair, so we will be looking at those. We have the Miss Versatility tomorrow, and then Friday night, a big night of racing from Hoosier Park, including the Caesars Trotting Classic, their newly renamed Centaur, and the Hoosier Pacing Derby, as well as the Moneymaker, the Jenna's Beach Boy, and the Elevation. And then on Saturday night at Woodbine Mohawk, we got the Metro Pace, the She's a Great Lady, and the Milton Pace. So a lot of action on deck before we take a small break next week, heading into the Red Mile and then the Breeders' Crown. So with that, let's look at last week's action first before going on to the Delaware County Fair meeting and seeing what they will have in store for us tomorrow. We'll look last week at Woodbine Mohawk. It was the Canadian Trot Classic, and Crystal Fashion got that win that he needed and now moves up into third in the trotting point standings. I did think Crystal Fashion was good last week. I did tout this horse, but I did not think Crystal Fashion was going to win as well as he did, and moves into that third spot in the points and within reach of Six Pack and Metz Hall. Metz Hall did finish second, just over last year's Breeders' Crown winner, $50 bill, and a final time of 152 and 1. Now, in the division, we did see a division race tomorrow. We'll see one in the Old Oaken Bucket, although none of our big contenders will be there. So we'll look forward to the Bluegrass at the Red Mile, and of course, the big one will be the Kentucky Futurity, which is the third leg of the Trotting Triple Crown. Although there won't be a Triple Crown on the line there. We also saw the Elegant Image, where we saw that Hamiltonian winner Atlanta once again facing off with Manchego, but this time it was Fetosive getting the best, looping around late of Atlanta, who led throughout, and Manchego, who fell into second. So Fetosive collects point standings. Manchego gets some points. Atlanta gets only a couple as she falls with fourth. She'll fall into fourth as Fetosive moves into third. Manchego just one behind Plunge Blue Chip in the division. A tight race with the four. We'll be seeing most of them pretty much in the Moneymaker. And then the Bluegrass. Manchego, one of them going to the Moneymaker. Most of them will go for the Bluegrass. Not really any of the big contenders went to the Bucket. But Moneymaker is where we'll see Manchego, who has a bit of a challenge in there. But the Bluegrass and the Kentucky Philly Futurity will be the ones to watch in the division moving forward. Also, last week we had eliminations for the Milton and the at Woodbine Mohawk. We'll be seeing that final this Saturday for the older Philly and Mare Pacers. And Tequila Monday and Caviar Alley got the best of them there. That is a typo. Twinkle did not finish third in both races. Just check Standardbred Canada for information on who finished third in that second elimination. But Twinkle finished third in the first Milton elimination over finishing third to Tequila Monday and Pure Country. Caviar Alley and Betters Up were the top two finishers in the Milton there. We'll be seeing them go to the final with LA Delight, Nike Franco, and some others to fill out a pretty good, but not great, Philly and Mare pace this weekend. They'll be missing out on the big pacers, of course, in Hannelore, Hanover, and Ariana G, as they Hannelore Hanover goes in to Hoosier in the big pacing event that they have there. We also saw on last Saturday the William Wellwood and the Peaceful Way finals for our 2-year-old trotters. And our points leaders came away as expected with the win. Green and Manalishi getting through, as did the Ice Duchess. So 2 solid wins there for our points leaders heading into October and heading towards the Breeders' Crown. We also had eliminations for the Metro Pace and the She's a Great Lady for the 2-year-old Pacers. They will be going also Saturday night. The Metro Pace final is worth $800,000, so we see Stag Party and Gap and Ahab come away with the wins in those eliminations. Semi-tough looked pretty good. Shake That House looked good. Goldberg's going to be one to watch there in the Metro Pace. While in the She's a Great Lady, Ideation Hanover and Tall Drink Hanover came away with the wins. The second division was a lot tougher with Prescient Beauty, so I definitely think the winner will come out of that one. But we shall see on Saturday night for the 2-year-old Philly Pacers. Moving forward, we had some action from today. We have the Bucket and the Jugget at the Delaware County Fair, and none of our big contenders really went in the Bucket. One by Looking for Zelda. Second was Kenzie Sky Hanover, and Pinecraft Nelly was third, and a very solid time of 154 and 4. Won't change any of our top 5 point standings here, but a solid win for this division as they have gotten away from our leaders for a race. As for the Jugget, Alexa's Power moves into second, just closing in on Kissin in the Stand, who finished last here in this pacing event. So Alexis Power getting some points, getting into second. Alexis Power has been solid throughout. Was able to make the move on the backstretch over frontrunner Strong Opinion, and then just easily close and hold off long shots throughout the lane there at the Delaware County Fair in a very quick time of 151 and 2. We'll be seeing them go next in the Bluegrass next week at the Red Mile, and then continuing with the Red Mile will be the Glen Guernsey Memorial heading through into October. So still a lot of action to go in the 3-year-old Philly Pace division. Lots of races, lots of chances for anyone to come away with a win. It looks like it's really, though, the top 3, Kissing in the Stand, Alexis Power, and You Are My Candy Girl, that are the ones to watch. As for the action tomorrow on Little Brown Jug Day, we have the Old Oaken Bucket for 3-year-old Colton Gelding's Trotters. As I said, none of our big ones, like many of the races you'll see outside the Little Brown Jug and the Miss Versatility, not a lot of our big horses are going to be here. So a very subpar field in the Old Oaken Bucket. I would definitely watch out for Treasured T for Trevor Henry. One to be tough, and of course Hill Street, Jimmy Tactor, Yannick Gingras teaming up on the outside is going to be good. Tim Tetrick did win the Jugget with Alexis Power on Wednesday, so he has been driving very well at the Delaware County Fair meet. Can he get a win with Spartan drawing the pylons? We shall see. As for the Miss Versatility final series that's been going on for the whole year, it's finally the final and a very good field of filly and mare trotters going. Filly and mare pacers going here. Trot was a typo. Dream Together, Emoticon Hanover, Broadway Donna, all here. So the 3rd, 4th, and 5th in our points. Handler Hanover and Ariana G, of course, do not go. They were worried about races outside of Miss Versatility throughout the year, pretty much. And G chose for the male version of the Miss Versatility series. The Graduate won that easily, while Hanover has been beating up on the boys as well. But we'll focus on the second half of our top 5 here. And Broadway Donna is going to be, in my pick, the one to beat and trying to come away with a Miss Versatility win. Ice Attraction on the pylons. Yannick Gingras driving for Oki Svanstead is going to be one to watch, as is Capricci Hill. So I really think it's anybody's race, especially on the small Delaware County Fair track. It's going to be a very thrilling race and would be the race of the day if there wasn't a Triple Crown on the line. It's the Little Brown Jug. Stay Hungry, winner of the Cane Pace and the Messenger, as well as the Simcoe in last start. Stay Hungry, who I got to see in person winning the Cane Pace on a Hambletonian day, has been consistent throughout. Going to try to win the Little Brown Jug and be the 11th pacing Triple Crown winner, and the first since 2003. Here will be driving is Douglas McNair, and training is Tony Alanya. But what are the contenders going in this race? Who are the contenders? Who will try to slay Stay Hungry? We have a Lather Up, who is the winner of the North America Cup and the winner of the Sun Beach Somewhere, both at Mohawk, and a little bit more of a Mohawk specialist Lather Up has been, but was a winner of the Max Hemp Memorial Elimination. And we'll have all three of our elimination winners from the Max Hemp coming here. So could also be a small track specialist, we will see. Dorsaduro Hanover showed his best at the Meadows, winning the Del Miller Adios, was second in the Meadowlands Pace and a winner of the Max Hemp Memorial Elimination. As for the Meadowland Pace winner, it was Courtly Choice, who will coming back here. Really only shined on the Meadowlands Pace cards. Winner of the Meadowlands Pace Elimination and winner of the Pace Final. And then Hitman Hill's the other big contender here with Brett Miller, was third in the Adios, third in the Max Hemp, a winner of the Max Hemp Elimination. Knocking on the door. Hitman Hill is fast and one to watch. Could be the day to upset in the Little Brown Jug. So how do our contenders and Stay Hungry line up? We'll have 2 eliminations on the day and then race 20 for the big prize. In the first elimination, Lather Up is the one to beat here. Nutcracker Sweet, Babes, Dig Me, and West Delight are the top ones, but Lather Up drawing a very easy Little Brown Jug elimination, although nothing comes easy in harness racing. But a lot less contentious than the second one, which we'll show in just a moment. But a field of 7 going in the first elimination. Remember, Montreal Teague, driver Lather Up. Teague won Little Brown Jug not too long ago with Wiggle It, Jiggle It. So we can see if Montreal Teague will take another Little Brown Jug, this time with our North America Cup winner, Lather Up. As for the second elimination, a very stacked field of 6. Some of the top trotters are here. Stay Hungry, of course, the Triple Crown contender, with Courtly Choice, the Meadowlands Pace winner. Hayden Hanover, Hitman Hill, and the Adios winner, Dorsaduro Hanover. Going to be a very, very tight elimination in that second elimination. And then we'll be headed off to the final, race 20 on this Little Brown Jug card. So do watch tomorrow. Racing action starts at 11:20 p.m., 11:20 a.m. Eastern Time, and we'll go throughout the day. The Little Brown Jug is right now estimated about 5:15, I believe, is the post time for the final. But do watch the whole card. The Delaware County Fair meet is always one to watch, especially on Little Brown Jug Day. The best fair action you will see throughout the whole country any time of year. The Delaware County Fair is the racing you want to watch. As for the rest of the weekend, moving into Friday, a huge card at Hoosier Park, headlined by the Kentuckiana Stallions, a couple divisions there for 2-year-old fillies. We'll have the moneymaker, Manchego, is going there, gets away from Fatosive, gets away from Atlanta, but starts in the second flight against a tough Perfect Summer K and Hey Blondie. In the Jenna's Beach Boy, the other pacer, Jimmy Freight, will go here, which this will do something, who was a contender early on for the North America Cup. But Jimmy Freight will be headed to the Jenna's Beach Boy, getting away from most of the competition. And then the elevation at Hoosier Park for 2-year-old pacers, not the best field, what we'll see, but Proof is definitely one to watch going forward. Been strong throughout, and we'll see how he does in the elevation. We also have the Caesars Trotting Classic at Hoosier Park. Was previously known as the Centaur. The Caesars Trotting Classic for our older trotters. We see Marion Marauder, Hannelore Hanover, Obrigado, Crazy Wow, JL Cruz, and Pinkman all going here. A overflow field. We won't see Ariana G going in the Caesars, but Marion Marauder and Hillary Hanover going at it should be fun. As for the older pacers, they got the Hoosier Pacing Derby, headlined by McWicked and Filibuster Hanover, and Lazarus. Lazarus finished second in a preferred race up at Mohawk last weekend. We'll see if he can rebound as he goes up into the top ranks and trying to collect some more points. That wonder from down under trying to head here in the Hoosier Pacing Derby. And then we go back up north to Woodbine, the Metro Pace for 800,000 for our 2-year-old Pacers. Stag Party, Captain Ahab, Shake That House, and Better Up are the top 4 to watch. Captain Ahab has a lot of points, as does Stag Party, so 20 points on the line though here, and the winner would definitely go into the lead and be the top contender heading into the Breeders' Crown. As for the fillies, the She's a Great Lady at Mohawk has Tall Drink Hanover and Ideation Hanover and Prescient Beauty as the top contenders there. And then finally, the Milton Pace for filly and mare Pacers. LA Delight and Twinkle lead that. Tequila Monday is going to be a tough one. And Nike Franco, who just has not been showing up yet this year, I would love to see her show up here in the Milton Pace. She has a lot of talent. She just hasn't fired yet. So a very big week going starting from Wednesday all the way through of top points races. Next week's a little dry. We'll have the Simpson divisions at Philadelphia, lots of divisions of the Bluegrass at the Red Mile, and then Dayton will have the Trotting and Pacing Derbies. But a short week before we head into a much more exciting week at the Red Mile in October. With that, that is it for Boxed In on this Wednesday night. Enjoy the Little Brown Jug tomorrow. We'll be chatting about that next Wednesday, as well as all the action from Hoosier Park and from Woodbine Mohawk. With that, I'm Mike Tartaglia. Have a nice night.